Alright, everything's up and running. Hello, Internet! Sorry for the late start. I got busy doing something else at the moment. We're back to the SWTOR. Oh. I was about to say, I was going to turn down the music just a little bit more. I go through the process of rearranging all the windows again. Fuck. I miss having 3 monitors. That's why we came. We maybe go this way. Ah, right, back button. For those wondering, I might want to turn this down a little bit. It's a little on the loud side. For those wondering what to expect for the podcast tonight, we are talking Game Awards. Mostly reveals, even though there wasn't anything super spectacular, to be honest. I feel like I should be moving faster. Oh, I got combo percentages. What do we got? I'll take that. I don't sprint. No, okay, now I'm moving. Fast enough. But we're talking reveals. Get a little bit more information on the Xbox Series X from an article. Talking State of Play and talking to Nintendo Indies. And that's kind of it. There wasn't much else. There's word that there's a Bioshock in development, or there's confirmation that there's a Bioshock in development, but not much more. Can't really think of anything else that wouldn't have been like very specific game related that probably wouldn't be up either one of our alleys. No way. That's also not what I wanted to open. That's what I wanted to open. I might as well clear out inventory a little bit. And also, my quick draw is fairly important if you're a fan of a rider, so stick around to the end of the show to hear about that. If you've not already checked any like Toku connected person's Twitter, because they've most likely retweeted this or tweeted about it because it dropped today.
Republic scum, do you really believe you can come here and destroy my creations without conscience? When you die here today, your feeble Republic will learn what it means to meddle in my work.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
Surrender to you? Don't be ridiculous. I could crush your skull with a single hand. You're far too late. My plans are already in motion. Soon the people of this world will be brought to their knees by my greatest creations, my masterpieces.
I won't let that happen.
This is no idle threat. The droids you destroyed were mere playthings compared to what I have now created. I have taken ordinary humans off the streets and implanted several of them with advanced cybernetic enhancements. Their abilities now rival even my own. The cyborg's enhancements are internal and undetectable. The subjects themselves don't know who among them was augmented, and neither will anyone else, until it's much too late.
I'm gonna make you pay for hurting those people, Krell.
Fool! This cannot end in any way but your death. After you've been dealt with, I'll release my creations back to their normal lives, to wait until my hidden programming activates.
This guy's full of it. I don't buy any of this.
Once my masterpieces begin their work, the people of Coruscant will never be safe again.
That's not gonna happen.
You can do nothing to stop it. All you can do now is die. Destroy him!
Sure about that. Oh, that's fire. I was about to say, that's why we have Companion to handle the goons for us. So we can tank out the boss until he's done. Yeah, boom. Oof. Phone call. Hang on, I gotta give him a scope.
That's really thoughtful.
Yeah, I might go over the SWTOR post either today, either before we do TGS tonight or tomorrow before we get too far deep into the clue. Because the Chronicle set, as it turns out, turned out to be what nobody was expecting. I'm pretty sure.
You have to eliminate Krell's creations.
We can't know for sure if Krell was telling the truth, sir.
Whether Krell was bluffing or not, these cyborgs are a risk we cannot allow. I'm giving you the kill order, Lieutenant. I take full responsibility for the consequences. Now get it done.
Killing these people is wrong, and you know it, Garza.
It's right for the Republic. That's our only concern. Garza out.
This is a waste of time. We should be going after the traitors, not gunning people down just because some madman said they're dangerous.
I'm not going to murder these people. I don't care what Garza says.
Whatever we're gonna do, let's do it fast.
I'm almost committed to playing this character like Captain America. God damn it. It doesn't help that the voice really fits. He's got that very Boy Scout sounding voice.
Stay back. The door's locked and sealed. You can't get in. We heard all of the fighting, and we heard you talking to that freak Krell. We're not coming out until you swear you won't hurt us.
Just open the door. Let's talk about this.
But we're not cyborgs. I'd know if I was some half-machine freak. This is insane.
You up? Listen, I'm not sure about these others, but I can assure you that I'm not a cyborg.
What? Are you calling me a freak like Krell? I am not a freak. Maybe you're the cyborg and you're trying to trick everyone.
I am not. He spent far more time operating on you than he did on me, so if anyone's...
Both of you, stop it. None of us are cyborgs. That's all there is to it.
aren't cyborgs, and I'll let you go.
What do you mean, prove we aren't cyborgs? You might as well ask us to prove we're not Rancors. It's obvious, isn't it? This is insane. Even if a few of us are cyborgs, would you really murder all of us just to be sure none of the cyborgs escape?
Right. This is absurd. I can't do this.
Then you won't hurt us? You'll let us go?
Give me your names and identification numbers, and I'll let you go.
What? So you can track us all down and kill us later? No way.
If it gets us out of here alive, then it's worth it. We'll put the information on a datapad for you, soldier. Okay. Stand back. I'm going to open the door. Here's the datapad, soldier. Thank you for sparing us. Let's go home, everyone.
I'd better not find out you were dangerous after all.
We won't harm anyone. I swear it. Thanks again, soldier. Farewell.
Lieutenant, my orders were perfectly clear. Eliminate Krell's cyborgs.
With all due respect, General, I could not obey those orders.
My orders are not polite suggestions, Lieutenant. You don't choose to follow them. You follow them. Lieutenant, when you are on a mission, you listen to my orders. Then your brain, then your heart, in that order. There's no room for sentiment in our line of work. There should be similarly little room for it in you, or we're doomed to fail.
If we're heartless, what separates us from the Empire?
We are heartless so that the people of the Republic don't have to be, Lieutenant. So that the Republic does not become the Empire. Always remember that. Return to my office now. We need to discuss your next assignment. Garza out.
But yeah, the Chronicle set that came out, or that they announced, was actually a Kuka set. Which in hindsight makes sense. January will mark the 20th anniversary of Kuga. And this set gives us all 4 of his main forms. None of the Rising forms just yet, maybe. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it's the Chronicle sets will be bouncing back between Phase 2, Phase 1 era.
Ah, Lieutenant.
Or at the very least, this establishes a pattern.
The Migrant Merchants Guild. Let's move on to your next target, the Black Sun, a powerful organization composed of Coruscant's most violent criminals. Black Sun has a wide network of sources providing them with the deadliest weaponry available, including a powerful nerve agent that they're selling to Tavis in bulk.
Just what is this stuff capable of?
I don't have the exact specifications on hand, but it's among the most deadly nerve gases in existence. You'll need to be cautious. A Spec Force Sergeant Jaxo has carried out some advanced reconnaissance of Black Sun's headquarters. You'll rendezvous with her for a detailed plan of attack. We can't risk any of this nerve gas falling into Tavis's hands, Lieutenant. Use all necessary force. Dismissed.
Crap. But the trail mix went down the wrong way. anyway, I had lost my train of thought of what I was going to say. But yeah, the Kuga set looks really good. I'm not interested. Soto is mainly going to be my phase 2 and up, like, line. So, hey, a Chronicle set that I can ignore. But it looks really good. And they even included the unmodified weapons that Cookie uses to transform into his proper weapons. So you get a pipe for Dragon, a revolver for Pegasus, specifically Ichimonji's revolver, and the bike handle for Titan. I lost track of where I was going. They all look good, and they're all on one base body, which also makes sense. And weirdly enough, it feels like the most like basic base body we'll ever get in a Chronicle line, since there probably won't be that much detailing from any of the Kuga suits on it. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it was for the story arc for the planet. We're skipping those. Yeah, it looks good. I can ignore it, though. And they also showed off that metal build, phantom build will be an AI-04, which I actually need to check something, because I think I actually nailed that prediction-wise on my list of like where stuff was going for the AI stuff at the moment. Granted, I took off all the geo material because I don't give a crap about the geo material, so I was mainly looking at like just everything else. Because I fully expect like Gates Majesty to at least be in like the March-April set. Yep, I put it in AI-04 with Shining Assault and Assault Wolf. And we already know Assault Wolf. Nailed that one on the head. We also don't have a new like what if form. They were just showing off the hopping kangaroo, which you've already seen from magazine scans. That's a Televicon form, or form for a Televicon special. And they showed off Shining Assault since it debuted at the end of the episode this week, because fuck, of course it does. God damn it. Alright, we still don't have a ship. We can't access the galaxy map until we have a ship. Yeah, everything looked good. The Metal Build Phantom Build, it gives you not only more or less a hazard body, but it updates the chest and the head to be not separatable. It's all one piece, and they look a little better for it. Not only do they include the eyes for Metal Build, they also give you let me get the transport real quick. They also give you the eyepieces for a rabbit tank and a rabbit, which is kind of neat. And then, of course, the armor for Phantom Build is a separate armor set. So I'm assuming we are getting 2 bodies in the complete set for this, one for Metal Build, one for Phantom Build. And considering you've gotten those extra eyepieces there, you have the option of deciding whether you want like both of the villains from the V Cinema on your shelf, regardless of what set you get, or you can have one be Phantom Build and one be one of the hazard forms.
On your feet.
I'm not gonna lie, the idea of having something that
I'm here.
having a hazard body on the shelf kind of sounds nice. I wouldn't mind that.
Feel free to browse.
So I might be putting one of the hazard bodies on display. I might just put Rabbit Rabbit just for funsies.
Take a look at the stock. What can I get you? Appreciate your business.
Wow, there's nothing for me to utilize at all.
Anything soldier needs,
As I assume it's all.
brings he does.
No. Never mind. Moving on. Just in time for the elevator. I also did mainly just some measurements and planning in Photoshop to figure out like what kind of risers I would need, like dimensions wise, for the stair steps for my cubbies, and I got it fairly well figured out. I could, assuming I still have the program, I might not have it anymore. If I have the modeling program I did have, I could model them up in there, but I just need somebody to 3D print it for me. Ah, I missed the one guy. Damn it. Damn it, I didn't want to... I guess we're fighting these guys too. Probably would have had to fight them anyway. Thanks, auto-targeting. I was about to say, I'm still heading the right way, right? Yes. Okay, good. Yay.
Wow, you're the new Havoc CO. Must be my lucky day. I'm Jaxo.
It's a real pleasure to meet you.
It's good to meet you too, Sergeant.
Hope you're ready for some fun, Lieutenant. You've got your work cut out for you. Your highly enviable task is to destroy a cache of nerve gas canisters that the Black Sun Syndicate is shipping to Tavis. The gas is called Trevorous. Scary stuff. One canister can cover a square kilometer with 100% fatality inside of 10 minutes.
Do we have any way to safely deal with this stuff?
Lucky for us, it's pretty easy to neutralize Trevorous, at least while it's still in the canisters. The compound in this bottle renders Trevorous completely inert on contact. Just plug it into the canisters inside the Black Sun base, and the whole batch is history.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah, but you'll have to shoot your way past Black Sun's toughest enforcers to do it. You also have another objective. A few hours ago, a bright red case was moved into the Black Sun space under heavy guard. If whatever's inside that case is valuable to Black Sun, it's bad news for us. So your job will be to find the case and bring me its contents.
Consider it done.
One last detail. Black Sun has signal jammers throughout their base, so General Garza won't know to send help if you get in over your head.
I'll be sure to stay alert, Sergeant.
Just be sure that handsome face of yours makes it back in one piece. Once you've taken care of the Trevorous canisters and nabbed whatever's inside that red case, be sure to meet me back here to confirm the mission results. Good luck, Lieutenant.
Well, hi. I got turned around. And if I'm remembering right, I believe Ruby has decided to put us on a very interesting break for Volume 7 at the moment. They kind of just cliffhanger us with a big thing, and it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, we're off next week. I want to say it's next week. It might be the week after. Either way, it's a very interesting point to leave us off for Volume 7. Up, gotta blow you guys up. I was fully expecting to pull somebody right there. Yeah, I'm liking Volume 7. I'm like that we mainly just have a conflict that's just like, there's no good answer to this, and like, both sides make sense in a sort of way. Ironwood makes sense of just, yeah, we kind of need to keep this secret because, like, if enough word gets out of this, everything goes boom. But for the most part, Ruby and gang makes sense of just like we gotta trust people. That's the reason we're kind of in the mess we are right now is that we're not trusting people. So we need to trust people.
Tough to see slums like this when the people on the upper levels live just fine.
Oh, I need to go this way. Through these people. Hello. Oh, we got a announcement for a sequel series to S4 Gridman. which is really cool. I enjoyed S4 Gridman for someone who neither watched Samurai Cyber Squad or just Cyber Squad or the original Gridman series or any of that material really. It was just like, oh, this is an Ultraman adjacent thing, right? I'm not crazy in thinking this is an Ultraman adjacent thing because it looks like an Ultraman adjacent thing, just not called Ultraman. Yeah, I dug the series. It's nice that it's getting a sequel. I think the trailer that went out more or less just shows footage from the last season with like a little tease of Dianzaman? Dianzaman, I think is what it is. I don't remember offhand without looking at Twitter or something. But I didn't get around to doing the notes for tomorrow's show. I'm going to do them tomorrow when I get up. Because I plan on getting up early to hopefully catch getting an order of AI-03, which will probably be the last AI set I get for a little bit until I get some income coming in from some avenue of sorts, whether it's job or rent money or such. Oh, and also the Greasy Cinema is subbed right now. Genom Corp did it, if I remember right. Yeah, Genom Corp did it. I was really confused when I first played it, because I first started, because I was like, wait a minute, isn't this the little like special thing with Misora and Grease? But no, that's just like the first like 5 minutes of the movie, and then it moves into the movie proper afterwards. It's alright. It feels oddly short in a weird way, but it's like an hour long. Oh, oops. There it is. I was just like, why didn't it? Let's say, why didn't it take? It feels oddly short. It's only about an hour long, and it feels like we kind of got the broad strokes of everything. It doesn't feel like we got too knee deep into it, especially since fucking Mad Rogue gets a face turn in this, and I'm just like, neat. You still haven't quite earned that redemption, but I was borderline on thinking Rogue earned his redemption, so But this is not the end of the build material. We are getting a novel at some point next year. I'm kind of curious what that novel's going to bring us, since I don't know. I'm not sure what else you would do in this setting, since like we've already dealt with like a Volt aftermath of sorts, of like an Volt adjacent threat, like coming to disrupt the peace we got, and with the Cross V Cinema, and now with the Grease V Cinema, we've like, oh, here is more or less, shit, what is the name of it? Wow, I can't think of the name of the group. Night Rogue and Bloodstark were leading at the beginning of the series. But now we have a group kind of from that, and from the experimentation of the Nebula gas, trying to come back and disrupt the peace, so I'm just like, what else do we have to tell? Like, personally, I'm just of the mindset of now, whatever threat the build crew has to deal with, it has to deal with something native to the world that they merged with, and not necessarily one from the old world, because we've done that twice now. We've done that twice now. There's no real bite to that anymore. Why not do the opposite and have them deal with something that's like about that blindsiding them? It's just like, oh, this has nothing to do with the old world. This has to do with the new world entirely. What that is, I mean, I've got a suggestion, but and considering it's established in build material, like, hey, you want to get Foundation X involved, like. Granted, I'm one of those people who's always like, why not get Foundation X involved? But you got no harm in doing it. They're a nice they're a nice nebulous group that you can write in about anything, depending on the material. I don't have an idea on that one. Nope, not at all. Alright, I gotta step away real quick and open my door real. This puts us a little bit back, but that's fine. Zero One looked good this week. Weirdly enough, it feels like I wouldn't say finale because it doesn't have the full weight of a finale on it, but it feels kind of adjacent to a finale. It feels like it's written to be a finale of sorts, since this is most likely the end of Mitsubo Jinrai as the main threat of the show before we move into Thouser and whatnot going forward. Did I go the right way? No, of course I didn't. I was trying to go the wrong way. I love that people have pointed out, now that we've gotten a look at another Ichigo, it really is just Kaburoto Core without the fucking flames, and I'm just like, God damn it. Why must all these suck? Why must Kuga and Ichigo both suck, as another writer designs? I was reading Resoaker summaries since they got posted. I still have not caught up on Ryusoker. I probably won't until the show's over with, because I'll have something to watch, Sentai-wise, until I finally decide to watch Kiramager. Yeah, after watching so many Sentai shows in a row, I'm just like, Sentai just needs somebody needs to come in here and fucking rip this formula apart and do something new with Sentai, because fuck me sideways. God, I'm bored. Oh, whoops. Overshot. Welcome to me being lost in SWTOR. Even worse now, because I won't realize it until I recheck the map. I don't have Tommy to tell me, hey, you went the wrong way, and I'm like, Herp. Thank you for taking them!
Hey, you're back. Was the op a success? Were you able to neutralize the Travorus?
Mission complete.
I wouldn't expect anything less from a man like you. How about that red case? Were you able to grab whatever was inside?
Here you go. A big, dangerous present from the Black Sun.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Looks like some kind of high-tech prototype blaster. You definitely know how to shop for a lady. I'll take it back to headquarters for analysis. Maybe we can find out where Black Sun is getting their weapons. Looks like we're all done here. It's been a blast, Lieutenant. I hope we get to work together again sometime.
I'll be sure to put your name forward the next time I need backup.
Sounds good to me. See you later.
Phone call!
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. A situation has developed with the Senate, and I need your help.
What can I do to help, sir?
Despite my best efforts, 3 members of the Senate Defense Committee have learned about Havoc Squad's defection, and they want to know the specifics. It's an informal inquiry for the time being, but you can bet it won't end there. I hate politics.
Bureaucrats think they can question us?
These bureaucrats control our funding and our job, Lieutenant. When they ask, we answer. The senators have asked that you appear in their office at the Senate Tower immediately to testify in the inquiry. I am barred from influencing your testimony, but I will remind you that the more information that becomes public, the harder our job becomes.
It's my duty to provide accurate information to the Senate.
And I would certainly never advise you against keeping the Senate fully informed of our activities, Lieutenant. The senators are already waiting for you. Hurry back to the Senate Tower and try to get this over with quickly. Garza out.
As if we didn't have enough problems already.
Pants! We got pants! I ended up reposting the thoughts I had on the SWTOR split for like Forza Forward, like Forza through Ghost. like just where I thought they were going to go. I don't know if I talked about that. More or less, I kind of split it up depending on like what certain shows like shared. In terms of like forms and stuff, and Forza Drive, like they don't have that many forms in theory. Drive has probably a few more forms than Forza, but they don't have that many forms in general. But they do have a ton of gimmicks, whether it's the modules or the tire changes, and I'm more curious on like how many of those get done in SWTOR than anything else.
Senate of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for appearing on such short notice for this informal inquiry.
I'm at your service, Senators.
I assure you, we will not hold you from your duties any longer than necessary, Lieutenant.
The purpose of this inquiry is to investigate the defection of several members of Republic Army Special Forces Squad number 326, codenamed Havoc Squad, to the Sith Empire.
Now, you recently served in Havoc Squad on Ord Mantell, Lieutenant. Is that correct?
That's right, Senator.
While serving on Ord Mantell, all of the members of Havoc Squad, excluding yourself, defected to the Sith Empire. Is that correct?
Yes, Senator. My squad defected right in front of me.
Now, did Commander Tavis or any of the other members of Havoc Squad show signs of, say, instability, anger, frustration?
Yes, they were all pretty off balance.
Lieutenant, let us speak hypothetically. Do you believe that anyone serving on Ord Mantell should have seen this situation coming?
I don't think anyone could have seen this coming, sir.
Commander Tavis and the others must have been quite subtle indeed. I have one final question, Lieutenant. What connection, if any, exists between the events that occurred on Ando Prime and Havoc Squad's decision to defect?
Senator, I would remind you that the circumstances of Ando Prime are classified and occurred before the Lieutenant's involvement in Havoc Squad. You may ignore that question, Lieutenant.
Tavis said the Republic left Havoc to die on Ando Prime. Is that true?
As I said, Lieutenant, that subject is classified. You needn't trouble yourself about it.
Your part in this inquiry is...
The hell we do.
You may return to your duties now.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
That didn't seem like a big deal. We know everything. We just want you to confirm it. This might kill me. Or not. That's good. Let's try and pull up a map, make sure I'm going in the right place.
It's good you've arrived, Lieutenant. We have a great deal to discuss. First, let me congratulate you for your work on the Black Sun operation. You did well disabling that nerve gas. Also, that prototype blaster you confiscated will teach us a great deal about the Black Sun sources.
Whoever the Black Sun sources are, they're good.
And whatever you hope to achieve with your Senate testimony, you certainly didn't make my job any easier.
It's my duty to tell the Senate the full truth.
Our top operators have defected to the Empire. That should be a much larger concern to you than playing it safe with a pack of bureaucrats. On to more pressing issues. My agents have discovered a vital new link to Havoc Squad here on Coruscant. Jack Carden, the founder of Havoc Squad and Commander Tavis' former mentor, has been spotted on the city's lower levels. He's serving as an officer in a local vigilante group.
Is Carden tied with the defection, General?
Carden resigned his commission and disappeared after the debacle on Ando Prime. If he's turned up now, it can't be a coincidence.
Tavis told me that Ando Prime was the reason for Havoc's defection. What happened on that planet?
We sent Havoc to Ando Prime to cut off an Imperial offensive, but the enemy numbers were much bigger than Intel had led us to believe. When we
Just
tried to
whoop!
dispatch an extraction team, The Senate shut down the entire operation. We were causing an incident and breaching the peace. Bureaucrats. Havoc was left with no support and no way home. But in spite of insurmountable odds, Cardin led Havoc out of there alive.
Havoc's squad really was betrayed by the Senate.
They were put in a terrible situation, Lieutenant, but that doesn't excuse their actions. Cardin resigned as soon as he learned the truth, and Tavis took over the squad. They were never quite the same. What is important now is that we've discovered Jet Cardin's location. I want you to bring him in at all costs.
I'll take care of it.
The vigilante group Cardin is working with is called the SWTOR's Brigade. They control a large area of Coruscant's lower levels and are openly hostile to all outsiders.
These vigilantes must be pros to control that much territory.
They're very popular on the lower levels, keeping the peace where the Republic won't. But make no mistake, the Justicars are no friends to the Republic. Our surveillance shows that Cardin spends most of his time in the Justicar's main base. You will attempt to capture him there. Cardin is a crucial link to Tavis and the rest of the Havoc traders, Lieutenant. Bring him in no matter what it takes.
I'll have Cardin back here on the double, sir.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Actually gonna see something. I was looking for my inventory button, I just got it. I think once I hit the taxi point, I'll show off the soda block for this week. Might do that on the Saturday, Sunday pre-streams. Something different, something to break up the time of us doing stuff. I forget to take the side door, not the front door. There is no front door. Book. I can't wait till Persona 5 Royale comes out. I am itching to play some Persona 5, but I kind of want to wait till Royale. Like the Persona RPG stuff, like feels really good, since it really encourages you to like, wouldn't say play optimally, but like focus weaknesses, like experiment with that, find those right weaknesses and stuff. Chip away at enemies' health, and with all of the all of the negotiation stuff they did to get Personas in Persona 5, it really encourages you, like if you're not looking at a guide and stuff, to like find a way to negotiate and get them on your side. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to get back to Persona 5. But again, I'm not streaming that. I don't feel like streaming it. I don't feel like potentially being hassled by people being like, ah, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, eh. Know what I'm doing. Leave me alone.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I have set out to do what I said I was going to do on our co-op stream.
I forgot what that was.
I did grind up everyone.
I have not.
My lowest is a level 22 Gyarados.
Ooh.
He evolved. Unfortunately, I still have no water moves, so I still technically don't have a water Pokemon.
Ah.
But I don't think that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we got past the point where that would have been the game changer kind of deal, so I can wait. Hi, chat. Bye, chat. Everything went poof.
Yeah, I was gonna show off the SWTOR block before, since we were getting closer to time. Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Make sure this is on the correct window.
And I also realized that because I goofed and didn't catch a Pokemon in Route 5, I had to backtrack a good little bit to avoid any kind of random encounters so I didn't screw up and do something off camera that I shouldn't have done.
Ah. But yeah, Metal Build's coming in the coming with Assault Wolf in the next set in January. And for whatever reason, hey, we made a new chest and a new helm or new head for this release, along with hey, we put in the Daisoto wrist swaps that we put in at the end of build into this figure when it didn't exist before.
Hmm.
And also, here's the Phantom Build armor, which, by the way, the Grease V Cinema's subbed.
Really?
Yep, Get 'em Corp, I believe, did it.
So then build's done in its entirety as of right now then.
Yep. Outside of whatever information we get from people reading the novel next year. So yeah, you get a armor set for Metal Build and an armor set for Phantom Build. I assume you'll get a second body for Phantom Build, but that's not the only things you're getting with this release. Well, you're also getting a Drill Crusher, but you're also getting eyepieces for Rabbit Tank. And here they show the difference between this new version of the helmet and the old version. Since the old Hazard body was made like the rest of the build stuff, where it was like split in half like it is on the sprues in the transformation, and you put that together, you had this gap in the helmet, or you had these gaps. But now, since it's all one piece now, you don't have those gaps anymore. And that's the same with the body. No gap. Hey, we can make the collar piece wider and make the chest like look a little bit better. And also, the Hazard Trigger now has better texturing or better paint on it to better bring out the details on it. And even though it was, as they note here, 10 seconds of total footage, here's a face swap for Rabbit Rabbit. Because why not? We have the budget left over. Here's this one too.
But we didn't get Tank.
So in theory, yeah. So essentially, you are getting 4 forms across it with this release, which is nice because if you want just one of the 2 V Cinema builds, you can have that, and then have the other one be one of the 2 Hazard forms. Since you'll probably get a second body in the complete set version of this, and especially in like a 12-pack. So you have options. And they announced the next Chronicle set is Kuga, which will actually have a base body with the armor on it. They don't show the base body in these images. They just show it armored up. But it all looks really good. And they even put in the stuff on the boots. And there's Dragon with the staff and a metal pipe, because for Kuga, for his weapons, he doesn't pull them out of hammer space. He just grabs things that are vaguely the shape of his weapons and they turn into his weapons. So he grabs a pipe and it turns into his rod. And in Pegasus, he grabs a gun and it turns into his little crossbow gun thing.
All that.
And then for a sword, he just uses the removable handle part of his bike that I believe doubles as the key for it, if I remember right, and that turns into the sword. Yeah, all the Kuga stuff looks really good. I'm not getting it because I'm keeping away from the Phase 1 Heisei era since I only like 2 shows out of it, so I'm not gonna lie, part of me that really likes this image of Geo about to get the shit kicked out of him by Shining Hopper.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of deserved.
Yeah, I was not expecting Kuga. I don't think anyone was expecting Kuga, really. So honestly, like the bets from the Soda Pop podcast were Kabuto, Forze, and Guy, or not Guy. Forze, Kabuto, Drive. My bad. Forze, Kabuto, Drive. But anyway, you ready?
I guess so.
All right, I'm gonna take the stream down, and we'll be right back for the podcast this week. See you in a bit.